All right, today we're going to zoom in on just one single verse from the Quran, but wow, is it a powerful one. It paints this incredibly vivid picture, almost like a scene from a cosmic courtroom drama. It really gets into what happens to the allegiances between leaders and their followers when it's time to face the music.
And here it is. I mean, just read that. In this one sentence, you have a whole story, right? A beginning, a middle, and a pretty devastating end. So for this explainer, we're going to break it down piece by piece, almost like a 3-act play to really feel the weight of every single word.
Okay, so Act 1. Every good story has to set the scene. And this part is all about establishing the core relationship, a dynamic that, let's be honest, we see all around us every day. That connection between the people who lead and the people who choose to follow them.
So let's get clear on our cast of characters here. On one side, you have the followed. And this can be anyone, really. A political leader, a celebrity, an influencer, maybe even a powerful idea itself. And on the other side, the followers. These are the folks who give those leaders their power through trust, loyalty, and by following their lead. And this is where it gets really interesting. Look at this contrast. In our lives right now, these bonds can feel so incredibly strong, almost permanent. We build our identities around them. But the verse is forcing us to imagine a reality where that entire pyramid gets flipped upside down, where those powerful connections turn out to be completely and utterly worthless. You know, to really get the full impact, it helps to look at the original Arabic. The word used for disown is tabarra'a. And this isn't just saying, oh, I don't know them. No. It's an active, aggressive declaration of being free from someone. It's a full-on severing of any responsibility. It's powerful stuff. And that leads us right into Act 2, the big turning point. After we've established this whole worldly dynamic, the verse just pivots hard. It focuses on a single transformative moment where all the illusions just melt away, and reality becomes absolutely inescapable.
The trigger for all of this? This one phrase. And they see the punishment. It's not a theory anymore. It's not a warning someone gave them. It's right there in their faces. A direct, undeniable confrontation with the consequences. And in that one moment, when they all see the same thing, the entire relationship between leader and follower just shatters.
So you have to wonder, what's the immediate fallout when both the leaders and the followers are just staring at this terrifying reality together? What happens first? And that question, it takes us straight into the final dramatic act. So let's get into Act 3, the inevitable conclusion. This is the great unraveling. It's the direct result of that moment of truth, where all those worldly promises and loyalties finally and completely fall apart.
You can see the chain reaction unfold so clearly here. First, the consequence becomes real for everyone. Then, in a desperate act of self-preservation, the leaders, realizing they have zero power to help anyone, they immediately disown their followers. And what's the final logical result of that? Every single bond is broken, gone.
Now, understanding what these ties are is absolutely crucial. The Arabic word here is al-asbab, and it's a huge, all-encompassing term. It's not just about relationships. It means every connection, every excuse, every bit of influence, every worldly thing you relied on for support. It all just vanishes. What the verse is describing is just absolute isolation. I mean, try to imagine it. Every connection you have to your family, your job, your status, your ideology, all of it, instantly and forever cut. There's no one to blame, no one to call for help, just total separation. And that brings us right back to that final clause, which lands so much heavier now, doesn't it? Then all their ties will be cut off from them. The ties don't just get a little weak or fray around the edges. They are decisively, finally severed. It's the end of the line. So this leaves us with a really provocative thought to end on. This verse just meticulously takes apart every external support system we lean on, leaving both the leader and the follower standing completely alone to face their own actions. And so the powerful question it leaves us with is this: when all those worldly ties are gone, what's left?